Assalamualaikum. Hi student. Good morning. How are you today? Wow, you are all in good conditions. Okay, so is everyone absent today? No? Okay, I see that most of you follow this class because in your class there are 20 students, right? Yeah. So all of the students in this class already follow this meeting today. Anyway guys, I'm glad to know that all of you are in a good condition. I wish you always be healthy and happy because now the growth of people got infected by COVID-19 is increased a lot in Indonesia, especially now the kids got the effect of the virus itself. So I hope when you go outside, never forget to wear mask, which now you have to wear 2 layers of mask, and don't forget your hand sanitizer. Also, when you talk to new people or when you want to buy something, never put off your mask and always wear your mask. Okay, be careful. Don't forget to apply the social distancing itself. Anyways, before we start the lesson and we got into the material, let's reciting Al-Fatihah and Basmalah together. Pray start. Okay, finish. Thank you so much. So now we're going to the material. Students, before I explain further about the material today, let's play a quiz related to our material today. And I put the link in this chat box and you can access it through your device. You have 3 minutes for finishing this quiz. Good luck, students. Finish, students? Are you done? Okay, so can I ask you, what do you think about the quiz? Is the quiz interesting or hard?
I think the quiz is interesting, Miss.
Okay, thank you, students. So you didn't find any difficulties and you think that the media that I provide to you is interesting? Thank you so much. So now let me explain you about the material today. So today's material or today's topics is about modal verb. So do you know what is modal verb? Is everyone want to answer? Okay, good, Argi. You can answer.
From what I know, Miss, modal verb is kata kerja bantu.
Thank you, Argi. So modal verb is a type of auxiliary verb that used to express ability, possibility, permission, or obligation. Jadi modal verb itu adalah kata kerja bantu yang digunakan untuk mengekspresikan kemungkinan, kemampuan, izin, dan juga perintah. There are 11 of modal, so that is can, could, should, shall, may, might, must have, will, would, also, ought, could. But now we will discuss specifically about can and will. So guys, do you know what is can and what is will? The use of these two modals? Can everyone answer it? Modal verb can is used to express the ability, and generally modal verb can used in present tense. And there's a formula of using modal verb can: the positive, negative, and interrogative. As you can see in this slide, the formula of the positive is subject plus can plus verb 1 plus object, and the negative is subject plus can plus not plus verb 1 and object, and the interrogative formula is can plus verb 1 plus object. Then to make you more understand and clear about can, so here also the example. The example of the positive sentence is a cheetah can run 80 km per hour. And for the negative is I cannot lift the books up. And for the interrogative, the sentence can you play the drum, or can you bring your pencil, or can you give me a water? So that's kind of sentence that used for using modal verb can. The next modal verb is will. Modal verb will used for expressing a willingness. Willingness is kemauan, and generally the use of will is in the future tense or conditional tenses or conditional sentence, which indicate a future action. Will also have a formula, and there are three formula, that is positive, negative, and interrogative. The positive of the formula of will is also subject plus will plus verb 1 and plus object, and the negative is subject plus will plus not plus verb 1 and also plus object, and the interrogative of will is will plus verb 1 plus object. And the example of the sentence to make it clear is join in your party if my mother's allows me. I will not come to your house today. Will you marry me? So that is the example sentence using modal verb will. Students, from my explanation of these two type of modal verb, do you have questions? Yes, honey, do you have questions? Yes, you can ask it.
Miss, what is the difference between can and will? Because I still don't understand.
So you use modal verb can when you have ability to do something. Means that when you do the actions of something, it can be count, or you also know yourself that you can do the action or not. From the example that I already put in this PPT, a cheetah can run 80 kilometers per hour. Means that cheetah are able to run 18 kilometers per hour. Then you can compare it to yourself. Can you run 18 kilometers per hour? Or for the simple things from the example that I give you is I cannot lift the book. Means that the book is heavy, so you do not have ability or kemampuan for lift the books up. Then we move to the will. Will is kemauan. Means that when we do some action, we have a willingness or kemampuan to come at some place, or to have a dream, or to have an action for doing our action itself. Like for the example, I will come to your party if my mom allows me. Means you have a willingness, but you need your mother permission. So it can be say that will. Or for the simple things that I will come to your house today, means that you want to come at your friend's house. So you have a willingness, something that some action that you willing or you can do it. Okay, from this you can understand. Okay, thank you, honey. Is everyone to ask again? No? Okay, then can we continue to the next slide? Okay, guys, since in modal verb we have 11 modal verb, so you might be familiar that can is always being partnered with could, and will always be partnered with would. So means for this modal verb, what is make them different? Actually, what makes them different is about the use of the word itself. From the example, could actually is the past model of can. Then it's the same thing with with would. Sorry, would is also the past model of will. But we cannot think that the use of could and would it because the past model of can and will, but also the use of modal verb could and will, it's because we can use this modal verb for asking or for using conversation politely. So the context is not only because it past form of can and will, but it can use for something that more politely. So for example, the use of could. For example, you can use could if you ask someone that you do not know them, or it's the first time you meet them and you want to ask them to help you because you didn't know the place. You can use would, like, would you like to show me where I can go to the fruit grocery? Or if you want to use a would for asking your grandmother about what they want to eat, would you like to eat pizza or would you like to eat nasi padang? So guys, do you know the difference the difference or the meaning of both of them? Since I already give you examples about the use of can, will, could, would in a sentence, I have a dialogue or daily conversations in using can and will. So guys, do you want to try being the teachers and Dan in this dialogue? Who want to you can raise your hand if you want to being the speaker of this dialogue. Okay, good. Bella and oh no, so only Bella? Okay, Bella, you can do a monologue of these two dialogue of these two yes. Okay.
Teacher, Dan, could you mention the capitals of these cities? Dan, sorry ma'am, I cannot see very clearly from here. Could you please make it bigger? Teacher, sure. What about now? Dan, way better. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Bella, for participating in being a speaker. Students, to know your deeper understanding, I would like you to play a quiz again. But now, because you already know and already heard about what I explained, I hope you can answer well these questions because it's also being a part of your score. Okay, I've put the link in this chat box and you can try it. You have 3 minutes for finishing this quiz. Good luck, students. I'm waiting you here. Thank you for finishing the quiz and participating in this quiz, everyone. I've already recorded your name who's full of this quiz. Alright, since you already finished, now let me discuss with you or let us discuss together about the quiz that already you play, guys. I don't know, in your screen the question is the same with mine, but in my screen the question is about blah 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 blah, like coffee or tea to drink. Okay, I think you can try to look which number in your phone of this question. Okay, done. Okay, so the rule will be like this, yeah. Okay, so what is your answer, guys? Good. Yes, the answer is would. Okay, next. I blah 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 will fly to Yogyakarta because my friends invite me to celebrate her birthday. So, what do you think about these questions? The answer. Yes, will. I'm really sorry, guys, because I think you have already noticed that I have typo writing, like it's already put will in this, so I think you know the answer. That's okay, it's bonus for you. Okay, next. We blah 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 speak English well because our father is an Australian. Okay, so who want to answer? Yeah, Hendra. Good. Yes, the answer is can. Anyways, guys, for the first questions, the answer is would. Why? The answer have to be would. Why you choose would rather than will, or rather than can't, or rather than could? Yes, because you ask someone and in form of polite ways, it's like a willingness. You ask what they are willing to drink, so you use would. Good job. Then the second question is because, yes, it's just about the statement, because they will or dia mau. Yes, untuk ke Jakarta for her friend's birthday party. And the third is can. Why do you think the answer is a can? Yes, because it's the statement is in form of positive ways, and we use can. Okay, and next is also there's no time, following time, or yes. Okay, in my screen. The fourth question is, my dog blah 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 sleep last night and keep barking. I'm tired and I'm sleeping now. Okay, so is everyone know what is tired? Yes, capek. Oh, yeah. So you can use tired when you already having extra activities and you feel like your body's actually, or your body's really need to rest. You can use tired. And another word that I think you will be familiar is exhausted. Exhausted, it means like really tired. I mean, this word is like describing how really tired are you, is like you're gonna die, so you can use word exhausted if you really on the top of capek, so you can use this word. Okay, so the answer, okay, back to the session. Okay, so the answer is, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Argi, but the correct answer is would, sorry, not could not. Yeah, but the correct answer is would not could not. Why means yes. If you read again the sentence of the questions, you will notice that my dog blah 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 sleep last night. Sleep last night means that the activity is already done before. Like kemarin itu terjadi aktivitasnya, and now she speak up about it. So we can use would or would not. Why not will? Because it's already stayed in the past. So the activity is already done in the past. Also, after the following sentence, I keep barking. I'm tired and I'm sleepy now. It's already stated that they're willing to sleep, but they can't sleep. Maybe they work, so they can't sleep, and they just say that they sleepy. Sleepy means like mengantuk, yeah. So the answer is would not. Okay, guys, so you got it. Okay, remember, could is for ability and would is for willingness. And in this sentence, the speaker or the owner of the dogs is willing to sleep because last night she couldn't sleep because of the dog keep barking. Maybe the dog sees some ghost. Anyways, let's forget it and move to the next questions. And then the next question is, I was smart before I blah 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 do storytelling contest when I'm 20. When I'm 12. Okay, so what is your answer? I'm sorry, but no, your answer also false, yeah. The answer is not can, but the answer is could. Once again, why means, okay, if you read again the sentence, in the sentences state that I was smart before. Was is already so a simple past tense. Means that the activity is done in the past. They also added that concept when I was 12. Waktu dia usia 12 tahun, maybe now when they state the questions, they already like maybe 16 or 20 or maybe 13, like we didn't know, but it was, so means that the activity is already done in the past. So we use, remember, could, okay, because it show ability or kemampuan. Okay, you guys got it? Let's go. And I have Miss Luna teach us today because she is sick. Okay, do you know what is the answer? I hope that now you can answer the correct one, yeah? Okay, good job, honey. The answer is can. Cannot. Okay, maybe you can pronounce can't, or you can pronounce and you can say cannot, but mostly you can say can't. And then thank you for answer everyone. And the next I have Eloise. Blah 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 blah. Lend Argy money. Argy never paid back Eloise money. Okay, is one of you know what the meaning of it, or you want to state the answer? Okay, yes, please. Bella. Yes, the answer is will not or won't. In the sentence state that Eloise means that Eloise will not lend Arky monies because Arky never lend the money, never pay back the money. Jadi kalau misalnya utang ya harus dibayar ya, even though it's only small, you know, a small number of the money, but we have to pay back. So our relationship with friends is not break up, and we still have a good relationship with our friends. Okay, so use want because it's positive a sentence, and there's no state about when, or there's no simple past in this sentence, so you can want. Okay, and the last is a year ago, Gani, blah 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 blah, get in contact with her brother Calvin because he changed his number. Jadi, oh no. I think you have to answer the question first. Okay. Okay, Faiza. Good job. So the answer is cold nut. Why, Faiza, do you think it's cold nut? Yes, because it stayed a year ago. A year ago means that itu sudah setahun yang lalu. So the activity is already done in the past where Kani cannot call her brother because he has changed his number. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I think you are done really good, and even though I still find that some of you still confused about it, but I would remind you again that when you use could and would, it can be used for polite ways when you asking or give direction to someone, like but it also is about the use for expressing the past activities. So we can use could and would to describe it. Means that there's always a following following activities or time. So there's always direct time in the sentence, like in maybe in the first, or maybe in the last of the sentence itself. There's always give the definitions of the time itself. Okay, thank you so much. You do a great job, and I'm very glad that you guys really enthusiastic about this material. We almost in the last sections of our meeting today. So I would ask you guys, is there anyone who want to summarize about what we have learned today?
So, Miss, today we have learned about modal verb can and will. The can used to express ability and will used to express a willingness. We also learn about could and would. These two types is past modal of can and will. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so much, Faiza. Alright, everyone, today's we have learned about modal verb, especially modal verb can and modal verb will. So modal verb have 11 modal, and what we specifically discuss is about can and will. Modal verb can is used for expressing ability, and modal verb will used for expressing willingness. From base what I've explained about these two modal verb, I hope you can use it for daily conversations with your friends or teachers. so you will not forget about this lesson today. And for the assignment, I've already set the assignment in Google Classroom, and I asked you to make a dialogue using modal verb can and modal verb will for daily conversation. So you can make the topic based on your interest. You can submit it through Google Classroom. Students, thank you so much for participating in this meeting and being so good students, and I will follow every session of this lesson. Wish our lesson today become barakah and you get the knowledge and you can apply it in a real life. To close the meeting today, let's reciting Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillah. See you next week and stay healthy and happy, students. You can contact me if you have a problems or something that happened to you related to the assignment or material today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.